welcome back to Victoria's Educational Services. Today, we're going to discuss the concept of pod or group homeschooling in New York State. I've seen a lot of misinformation about this topic online, especially on Facebook. So I'm going to review what New York says about homeschooling and how to choose the type of homeschooling that's right for you and your family. This paragraph was taken from the official New York State Education Department website. The first sentence is super important. It states that parents providing home instruction to their children may arrange to have their children instructed in a group situation for particular subjects, but not for a majority of the home instruction program. For grades 1 to 6, New York State mandates 12 to 13 different areas that must be taught. These consist of arithmetic, reading, spelling, writing, English language, geography, U.S. history, science, health education, music, visual arts, physical education, and possibly bilingual education. And you can find all of that on the IHIP form. So, what does this mean for learning groups or learning pods? Well, we can teach 5 topics and still be in compliance with the state. So we can teach reading, writing, math, history, and science. And these are 5 core subjects in teaching. So having an educator teach these to your children will be very beneficial to their learning. If you're wondering, well, what does this mean for the other subjects? The answer is that you can cover those subjects in your daily life. Give your child a spelling list to practice a few words each day. Have your child plot a destination with you using your Google Maps for geography. Plan a healthy food list and take your child grocery shopping with you to cover health. Take them to the park to be active for physical education, and so on. There are so many ways to incorporate learning in your day-to-day life. And I can't speak for other pods or other homeschool groups, but members of my homeschool group have the advantage of being able to contact me directly if they ever need help with the other goals or want advice on how to incorporate learning into an activity that they're doing. By being part of a homeschool group in this way, you know your child will meet their learning goals and still be in compliance with New York State. As a homeschooler, your child is required to complete 900 hours of learning over a period of 180 school days. So this averages to about 5 hours per day. You, the parent or guardian, are the one tracking the hours of your child's learning. You fill out your own paperwork. There is no one from the state, showing up to your house and watching you fill out paperwork and making sure that you hit 5 hours a day to the minute or to the second. For my homeschool pod, students are taught in-home in groups for 2 hours a day, covering those academic topics, the 5 of them that I listed before. If my sessions are only 2 hours out of the recommended 5-hour school day, parents are clearly in compliance with the state requirements once again, because 2 hours is only 40% of their learning time. So they're not learning the quote majority of subjects in the pod, and they're not spending the majority of the instruction time in the pod either. So they still get all the benefits of homeschooling and having an instructor teach them and having peers to socialize with, but they still meet all of the homeschool requirements. So back to the learning time. Does this mean you have to sit your child down and teach them independently for 3 more hours of the day? Absolutely not. And there are so many ways to teach, and I was just touching on this before. You could make a grocery list with your child and go to the store. With that action alone, you would have the opportunity to teach them about budgeting, counting, adding to find the total, subtracting to find the change, estimating tax, and learning percentages, teaching them about a balanced meal, which incorporates science again, and so much more. The benefit of my homeschool groups is that we cover core academics and ensure that your child will reach their academic goals for each quarter. And you are left with teaching your children real-life skills that, of course, will tie back into their learning. And remember, as the parent or guardian, you will sign the form that states your child has completed the mandated amount of hours of learning. So once again, you don't need to literally sit your child down at a table for 5 hours a day and teach them. Otherwise, they might as well still be in private or public school. If you're a working parent, if you want to encourage socialization with peers while homeschooling, if you're uncomfortable with teaching your child all of the academic subjects, or if you just feel comforted by having a professional educate your child while still maintaining all of the other benefits of homeschooling, then homeschool pods are perfect for you. If you're interested in a homeschool pod for your child and you're located on Staten Island, please leave a comment and I'll give you some additional information. If you want some more information, I'll leave the link to my Facebook page below for Victoria's Educational Services. Please leave a comment with any questions you may have. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!